Albert Einstein, born in the small German town of Ulm on March 14, 1879, had a unique upbringing. His mother, Pauline, was a music lover, while his father, Hermann, was a salesman and engineer. Growing up, Albert had a younger sister named Maya, who was his only sibling. From an early age, it was evident to his parents that Albert was different from other children. He was a quiet baby who seemed to be lost in thought and started talking later than his peers. Although his parents initially worried about this, they soon realized that Albert was simply a deep thinker who enjoyed figuring things out on his own. Despite not being a wealthy family, their home in Ulm was comfortable, and music played a significant role in their lives, thanks to Albert's mother's piano playing. This early exposure to music sparked Albert's lifelong love for it. At the age of 5, Albert's father showed him a compass, which fascinated him. He couldn't comprehend how something invisible could make the needle move, and this sparked his interest in science. Albert attended a Catholic school in Munich, chosen by his parents for its reputation, but he didn't appreciate the memorization-based teaching methods. Instead, he preferred to learn by understanding. Although Albert's family was Jewish, they were not particularly religious, but they took pride in their Jewish heritage. Later in life, Albert would become an advocate for Jewish people and other marginalized groups. In his early years, Albert learned valuable lessons about love, music, and business from his family. But most importantly, he learned about the joy of understanding the world. This profound sense of joy would serve as a compass, directing his path towards remarkable scientific breakthroughs. In the next part, we will learn about an incident that transpired during Albert's childhood. This transformative event not only altered the course of his life, but also initiated his remarkable voyage towards becoming one of the most renowned scientists in the world. Part 2. The Enigma of the Compass. When Albert was 5 years old, his father Hermann gave him a small gift. It was not a toy or a book. It was a compass. A compass is a simple tool that shows which way is north. But to young Albert, it was much more than that. It was a mystery, a puzzle that he could not solve. Albert looked at the compass and saw the small needle inside. The needle was not touching anything. There was no string pulling it, no hand pushing it. But still, it moved. It always pointed in the same direction, towards the north. Albert was amazed. He could not understand how it worked. How could something invisible make the needle move? He asked his father and his teachers, but their answers did not satisfy him. They told him that the compass worked because of something called magnetism, but they could not explain what magnetism was or how it worked. This made Albert even more curious. He wanted to find out the answer by himself. Albert began to think about the compass all the time. He thought about it at school, at home, even in his dreams. He read books about magnetism and electricity. He did experiments with magnets. He tried to imagine what it would be like if he could see the invisible forces that made the compass needle move. This was the beginning of Albert's love for physics. Physics is the science that explains how the world works. It tells us why the sky is blue, why the earth goes around the sun, and why a compass points north. Albert wanted to understand all these things. He wanted to solve the mysteries of the universe. The compass mystery taught Albert an important lesson. It showed him that the world is full of wonders and that science can help us understand these wonders. It also showed him that it is okay to ask questions and to be curious. This is how we learn and grow. In the subsequent section, we will delve into Albert's educational journey, specifically focusing on his school years. Throughout this exploration, we will examine the challenges he encountered while grappling with the conventional methods of learning and how he found his own way to understand the world. Part 3. School years. Albert Einstein as a child possessed an insatiable curiosity. He possessed a strong desire to explore and question the world around him, seeking to comprehend everything he encountered. However, his educational journey was not without obstacles. During that era, schools operated differently than they do today. Teachers did not foster an environment that encouraged students to ask questions or think creatively. Instead, they emphasized rote memorization of facts and rules, believing it to be the most effective method of learning. Albert, however, held a contrasting viewpoint. Albert found the act of memorization tedious and devoid of purpose. He yearned to truly understand concepts rather than merely committing them to memory. He sought to uncover the reasons behind occurrences, not just the occurrences themselves. In his eyes, learning should be an exciting voyage of discovery, not a monotonous task of memorization. Unfortunately, Albert's teachers failed to comprehend his perspective. They perceived him as indolent and disrespectful, disapproving of his inquisitive nature and propensity for debate. They labeled him a troublemaker, unaware that his intentions were purely rooted in a thirst for knowledge. Albert's parents, concerned for his academic success and future prospects, attempted to assist him. However, they struggled to comprehend why he differed so greatly from his peers. Despite these challenges, Albert remained undeterred. He persisted in asking questions, seeking answers, and engaging in reading and experimentation. He continued to dream about the enigmas of the universe. The difficulties Albert faced within the educational system ultimately fortified his character. They instilled in him a sense of independence and trust in his own intellect. These challenges also taught him the importance of embracing his uniqueness and standing up for his beliefs. These invaluable lessons played a pivotal role in shaping Albert into the exceptional scientist he would become. Ultimately, Albert Einstein did not conform to the traditional education system. Nevertheless, this did not hinder his pursuit of knowledge and personal growth. He forged his own path, one that would lead him to make some of the most significant contributions to scientific understanding. In the upcoming chapter, we will delve into Albert's ongoing journey, observing his transformation from a rebellious student to a globally renowned scientist. Chapter 2. The Path to Physics. Part 1. University Challenges. After finishing school, Albert Einstein made the decision to further his education in order to expand his knowledge of the world and its workings. With a deep fascination for physics and mathematics, he chose to pursue these subjects as his primary focus. To do so, he relocated to Zurich, Switzerland, where he enrolled in the renowned Polytechnic Institute. This institution was highly regarded for its emphasis on science and technology, boasting a faculty of expert teachers and a student body comprised of some of Europe's brightest young minds. Albert was filled with excitement as he anticipated the opportunity to learn new concepts and engage with new individuals. However, life in Zurich presented its own set of challenges, as the city differed greatly from his native Germany. The bustling metropolis, coupled with the use of Swiss German as the local language, initially posed difficulties for Albert. Nevertheless, through diligent study and the support of newfound friends, he quickly adapted to his new surroundings. While studying at the Polytechnic Institute, Albert encountered rigorous coursework and demanding exams. Yet, he embraced the challenge, finding great joy in delving into the intricacies of physics and mathematics. Spending countless hours in the library, he immersed himself in books and diligently recorded his findings. Among his favorite subjects was theoretical physics, which allowed him to explore ideas and theories rather than solely relying on experimentation. Albert excelled in this area, utilizing his vivid imagination and sharp intellect to comprehend complex theories and ponder challenging concepts. Throughout his university years, Albert experienced significant personal and academic growth. He learned to be self-reliant, taking responsibility for his own well-being and academic progress. Additionally, he developed the ability to think critically and question established beliefs, skills that would prove invaluable in his future endeavors. Despite the various obstacles and difficulties he faced, Albert found great satisfaction during his time at the Polytechnic Institute. The experience not only broadened his knowledge, but also allowed him to forge numerous meaningful connections. Upon completing his studies, he proudly obtained a degree in physics in the year 1900, marking the beginning of his professional journey as a scientist. Moving forward, we will delve into Albert's initial employment. Surprisingly, it did not take place within the confines of a university or research laboratory, but rather in an unexpected setting. This unconventional job played a pivotal role in shaping Albert's life and career. serving as a catalyst for the development of his groundbreaking ideas and the realization of his first significant discoveries. Part 2. The job at the Patent Office. After graduating from the Polytechnic Institute, Albert Einstein faced a problem. He wanted to become a teacher or a researcher, but he could not find a job. This was a difficult time for him. He needed money to live, but he also wanted to continue his studies in physics. Then, he found a solution. In 1902, Albert got a job at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern. A patent office is a place where people apply to protect their inventions. They want to make sure that no one else can copy their ideas. The job of the patent office is to check these applications and decide if they are new and useful. Albert's job was to review applications related to physics and engineering. He had to read the descriptions, look at the drawings, and understand how the inventions worked. He had to check if they were really new and if they could be useful. This was a big responsibility, but Albert was up to the task. At first, Albert was not very happy with this job. It was not what he had dreamed of. He wanted to be a scientist, not a patent examiner. But soon, he started to see the positive side. Working at the patent office gave Albert a lot of practice in thinking and understanding. He had to analyze complex ideas and solve tricky problems. He had to be careful and precise, but also creative and imaginative. These skills were very useful for his work in physics. The patent office also gave Albert a unique perspective on science and technology. He saw many new inventions and ideas. He saw how science could be used to create useful things. This inspired him and gave him new ideas for his own research. Despite the long hours at the office, Albert found time to continue his studies in physics. In the evenings and on weekends, he read books, wrote papers, and discussed ideas with his friends. This was his real passion, his real work. During his time at the patent office, Albert made some of his most important discoveries and laid the foundation for his future contributions to the field of physics. Albert Einstein developed the theory of relativity, which revolutionized the field of physics and had a profound impact on our understanding of the universe. Additionally, he provided an explanation for the photoelectric effect, further contributing to the advancement of scientific knowledge. These groundbreaking ideas not only transformed the world of physics, but also propelled Albert Einstein to international fame. In the next section, we will learn about the details of these remarkable discoveries and explore the reception they received from the scientific community. Through this exploration, we will witness the remarkable journey of Albert Einstein, who transitioned from a patent examiner to one of the most influential and revered scientists in history. Part 3. First Scientific Papers. While working at the patent office, Albert Einstein conducted his own research in physics, pondering profound questions and seeking innovative solutions. He dedicated himself to developing his own theories and ideas, driven by a desire to share them with the world. Consequently, he began writing scientific papers to communicate his groundbreaking concepts. In 1905, Albert authored 4 significant papers, each showcasing his distinctive approach to thinking. These papers, characterized by careful reasoning and audacious imagination, introduced novel ideas to the field of physics. One of these papers explored the photoelectric effect, elucidating the phenomenon through the introduction of the concept of quanta, which posited that light consists of small packets of energy. This notion, though unconventional, provided a perfect explanation for the photoelectric effect and ultimately earned Albert the Nobel Prize in Physics. Another paper delved into the special theory of relativity, revolutionizing our comprehension of space and time by asserting their interconnectedness and their susceptibility to change based on one's motion. Although this theory proved challenging to grasp, it offered explanations for phenomena that previous theories could not account for. Upon publication, Albert's papers garnered significant attention, with some scientists hailing him as a genius and eagerly seeking to collaborate with him, while others remained skeptical, deeming his ideas too radical and demanding proof. Albert faced these challenges without fear, fully aware that his ideas were innovative and unconventional. He understood that not everyone would readily embrace his concepts, but he remained steadfast in his belief that his ideas were grounded in logical reasoning and compelling evidence. Albert exuded confidence, confident that his ideas would withstand the test of time. In the following chapter, we will delve into Albert's life beyond the patent office, exploring his journey as he ascended to the role of a professor and gained recognition as a respectful scientist. Additionally, we will learn how he leveraged his fame and influence to advocate for peace and justice. Chapter 3. The Breakthrough. Part 1. The Annus Mirabilis Papers. The year 1905 marked a significant turning point in the life of Albert Einstein. During this year, he published 4 scientific papers that would have a profound and lasting impact on the field of physics. Referred to as Albert's Annus Mirabilis, or Miracle Year, these papers revolutionized our understanding of various phenomena. In his first paper, Einstein delved into the realm of statistical mechanics, exploring the size and movement of molecules. Through a simple yet powerful idea, he calculated the size of molecules and shed light on the concept of Brownian motion, the random movement of tiny particles in a fluid. This paper provided compelling evidence for the existence of molecules, a notion that was not widely accepted at the time. The second paper focused on the photoelectric effect, where Einstein proposed that light consists of small packets of energy known as quanta, or photons. By demonstrating how this idea perfectly explained the photoelectric effect, Einstein introduced a new perspective on light, which would greatly contribute to the development of quantum mechanics. Einstein's third paper introduced the special theory of relativity, which revolutionized our understanding of space and time. It challenged the traditional views by asserting that space and time are interconnected in a concept known as space-time. Additionally, the theory stated that the laws of physics are universally applicable, regardless of an observer's motion. Expanding on the special theory of relativity, Einstein's fourth paper introduced the famous equation E=mc², revealing the profound connection between energy and mass. This equation has far-reaching implications across various areas of physics. These groundbreaking papers catapulted Einstein to fame, demonstrating that he was not merely a patent but a brilliant and influential scientist. They opened new doors for him, allowing him to leave the patent office and become a professor. They also sparked a lot of debate and discussion, changing the direction of physics for years to come. In the next part, we will learn about Albert's life after the Annus Mirabilis. We will see how he dealt with his new fame and how he continued to make important contributions to physics. Part 2. The Beginning of Special Relativity. One of the most significant papers published by Albert Einstein in his miracle year of 1905 was on the special theory of relativity. This theory revolutionized the understanding of the basic principles of physics. Prior to Albert's theory, scientists believed that time and space were fixed and absolute, meaning that time passed at the same rate for everyone, and that space was the same everywhere. However, Albert proposed a different perspective in his special theory of relativity. He suggested that space and time are not absolute, but rather relative, and can change depending on how one moves. For instance, if one moves close to the speed of light, time can slow down and space can become shorter. Although this idea seemed strange, it made sense mathematically and explained various experiments and observations. The special theory of relativity had a profound impact on the scientific community, challenging traditional views of physics. It was difficult to comprehend and accept, yet it was also fascinating and inspiring, opening up a whole new world of possibilities. This theory changed the way scientists think about space and time, leading to numerous new discoveries and technologies. It also raised many new questions that continue to be studied today. One of the most famous results of the special theory of relativity is the equation E=mc², which reveals a deep connection between energy and mass, two concepts that were previously thought to be completely separate. This equation has many important implications. In the subsequent section, we will delve into the comprehensive theory of relativity, an expansion of the special theory. We will explore how Albert Einstein advanced his concepts to a higher degree and successfully anticipated some of the most extraordinary phenomena observed in the vast expanse of the universe. Part 3. The Photoelectric Effect. In his miracle year of 1905, Albert Einstein wrote a remarkable paper on the photoelectric effect. This phenomenon involves the movement of electrons when light shines on a metal surface, causing the emission of electrons. Scientists had been attempting to explain this effect using the classical theory of light, which states that light is a wave. However, their experiments revealed that the color of the light is crucial in determining whether the electrons will move, regardless of its brightness. Albert Einstein proposed a groundbreaking idea that light is not only a wave but also a particle, suggesting that it is composed of small packets of energy called quanta, or photons. Each photon possesses a specific amount of energy, dependent on the color of the light. For the electrons to move, the photons must have sufficient energy, regardless of the number of photons present. This revolutionary concept challenged the accepted classical theory of light, but perfectly explained the photoelectric effect, aligning with experimental observations. Albert's explanation of the photoelectric effect made a significant contribution to the development of quantum mechanics, a field of physics that deals with the behavior of small particles such as electrons and photons. Quantum mechanics has become one of the most successful theories in physics, providing explanations for numerous phenomena that other theories cannot account for. Albert was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for his contributions to the photoelectric effect. This prestigious accolade is considered one of the greatest honors bestowed upon a scientist. The prize served as a testament to Albert's exceptional ideas and the profound influence he had on the field of physics. In the next chapter, we will learn about Albert's life following the miracle year. We will explore his ongoing significant contributions to the realm of physics and how he utilized his fame as a platform to advocate for peace and justice. Chapter 4. The General Theory of Relativity. Part 1. The Thought Experiment. Albert Einstein is renowned for his groundbreaking theories and his unique approach to developing them. One of his most powerful tools was the thought experiment, a method of testing ideas within the mind without the need for physical experimentation in a laboratory. Thought experiments played a significant role in Einstein's work, as he would envision various scenarios and attempt to predict their outcomes based on his theories. He would challenge assumptions, question established ideas, and adopt fresh perspectives, all of which were integral to his creative process. Among the most famous thought experiments is the falling elevator experiment, which played a crucial role in the development of the general theory of relativity. In this experiment, Einstein imagined a person inside an elevator free-falling in a gravitational field. According to the principles of physics, the person would experience a sensation of weightlessness, as if they were floating in space devoid of gravity. This led Einstein to a radical conclusion. Gravity is not a force, but rather a curvature of space-time caused by mass and energy. This groundbreaking idea formed the basis of the general theory of relativity, an extension of Einstein's earlier special theory of relativity, which focused on situations without the presence of gravity. The general theory encompasses gravity, making it applicable to a wider range of circumstances. The general theory of relativity stands as a significant achievement in the field of physics. It revolutionized our understanding of gravity, one of the fundamental forces of nature, and made predictions about extraordinary phenomena such as black holes and gravitational waves. Furthermore, it expanded our comprehension of the universe, ultimately leading to the concept of the Big Bang. Albert's thought experiments were not mere mental exercises, but rather a significant approach to scientific inquiry. Through these experiments, he was able to delve into uncharted territories, examine new concepts, and make informed predictions. These experiments showcase the immense potential of human imagination and creativity in the pursuit of knowledge and comprehension. In the upcoming section, we will delve deeper into the general theory of relativity and its influence on science and society. We will explore how Albert's theories were put to the test and validated, and how they continue to motivate scientists and intellectuals worldwide. Part 2. The Prediction and Confirmation. One of the most significant moments in Albert Einstein's career occurred in 1919, when his general theory of relativity underwent a practical examination. This examination was based on one of Albert's predictions regarding the behavior of light in a gravitational field. According to the general theory of relativity, gravity is not a force, but rather a curvature of space-time caused by mass and energy. Consequently, when light passes near a massive object, it should follow a curved path instead of a straight line. This phenomenon is commonly referred to as gravitational lensing. Albert hypothesized that this effect could be observed during a solar eclipse. When the moon obscures the sun, the stars near the sun become visible. The light emitted by these stars passes in close proximity to the sun on its journey to Earth. If Albert's theory was accurate, the sun's gravity would bend the light, resulting in a slight displacement of the star's apparent positions. In 1919, a British astronomer named Arthur Eddington organized an expedition to witness a solar eclipse and test Albert's prediction. Eddington traveled to the island of Principe, located off the west coast of Africa, where the eclipse would be visible. He captured photographs of the stars near the sun during the eclipse and compared their positions to their normal locations. Upon analyzing the photographs, Eddington discovered that the stars were indeed displaced, just as Albert had anticipated. Although the deviation was minor, it was unmistakable. This remarkable confirmation of the general theory of relativity marked a significant milestone. The news of Eddington's observations rapidly spread worldwide, propelling Albert to international fame. Newspapers hailed him as a genius, often comparing him to the likes of Newton. Despite the complexity of his theory, people were captivated by the notion that a simple equation, EMC2, could elucidate the inner workings of the universe. This triumph not only solidified Albert's reputation, but also served as a pivotal moment in the history of physics. In the next part, we will learn about Albert's life after this momentous event. We will see how he handled his new fame and how he continued to contribute to science and society. We will also learn about his personal life, his beliefs, and his values. Part 3. The Effect on Science. The general theory of relativity, one of Albert Einstein's most significant contributions to science, has revolutionized our understanding of the universe and has had a profound impact on many areas of physics and astronomy. Prior to the general theory of relativity, scientists relied on Newton's laws of motion and gravity to describe the universe. While these laws are highly accurate in many situations, they fall short when it comes to objects that are extremely massive or fast. The general theory of relativity offers a more comprehensive and precise explanation of the universe, particularly in these extreme scenarios. It has provided a more complete and accurate description of the universe, surpassing the limitations of Newton's laws. One of the most notable outcomes of the general theory of relativity is the concept of black holes. These regions of spacetime possess such immense gravitational force that nothing, not even light, can escape. Black holes were initially predicted by the general theory of relativity and have since been observed by astronomers on numerous occasions. They remain one of the most enigmatic and captivating phenomena in the universe. Another significant result of the general theory of relativity is the concept of gravitational waves. These are disturbances in space-time caused by the acceleration of massive objects. In 2015, a century after Albert Einstein's prediction, gravitational waves were first detected. This groundbreaking discovery marked a major achievement in physics and introduced a new method of observing the universe. Furthermore, the general theory of relativity has transformed our understanding of the universe as a whole. It gave rise to the concept of the Big Bang, which posits that the universe originated from a hot and dense state approximately 13.8 billion years ago. This idea has been substantiated by numerous observations and is now widely accepted as the standard model of cosmology. In addition to its scientific impacts, the general theory of relativity has also had a profound cultural influence. It has fundamentally altered our perception of space and time, matter and energy, and the nature of reality. It has served as a source of inspiration for artists, writers, philosophers, and various individuals. It has emerged as an emblem of human inquisitiveness and ingenuity, serving as evidence of our capacity to unveil the mysteries of the cosmos. In the following section, we will delve into Albert's life after confirmation of the general theory of relativity. We will see how he handled his fame, how he pursued his scientific work, and how he became a voice for peace and human rights. Chapter 5. Albert Einstein's Later Years. Part 1. Moving to United States. During the 1930s, a significant transformation occurred worldwide, which had a profound impact on the life of Albert Einstein. The emergence of the Nazi Party in Germany brought about a surge of anti-Semitism, posing a grave threat to Jewish individuals like Albert. Consequently, he made the decision to permanently depart from Germany. Subsequently, Albert received an invitation to join the newly established Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, located in New Jersey, United States. This institution was distinct in its purpose, providing a serene environment for scholars to pursue their research without the burdens of teaching or administrative responsibilities. For Albert, it presented an ideal setting to continue his scientific endeavors. In 1933, Albert and his wife Elsa relocated to Princeton, where they acquired a residence at 112 Mercer Street, which would serve as their home for the remainder of their lives. Albert swiftly acclimated to his new surroundings, relishing the tranquil ambiance of the small-town atmosphere in Princeton. He took pleasure in leisurely strolls, playing the violin, and sailing on a nearby lake. Additionally, he found great satisfaction in the intellectual companionship of fellow scholars at the Institute. Within the Institute, Albert dedicated himself to numerous scientific projects. He persisted in his research on the general theory of relativity, delving into its implications and striving to refine its predictions. Furthermore, he embarked on the arduous task of developing a unified field theory, a conceptual framework capable of encompassing all fundamental forces of nature. Although he did not achieve its completion, his endeavors sparked extensive research and discourse within the scientific community. Albert also became actively engaged in public affairs, utilizing his influential status to address various issues such as nuclear disarmament, civil rights, and education. He employed his fame to draw attention to these matters and advocate for peace and justice. As a result, he garnered widespread respect as a prominent figure in the public sphere, renowned for his sagacity and unwavering integrity. In the next part, we will learn about Albert's contributions to the World War II effort, his views on the atomic bomb, and his role in the civil rights movement. We will see how he used his scientific knowledge and his moral convictions to make a difference in the world. Part 2. The Search for a Unified Field Theory. In his later years, Albert Einstein embarked on a quest that would consume the remainder of his scientific career: the pursuit of a unified field theory. This endeavor aimed to amalgamate all the fundamental forces of nature into a solitary theoretical framework. The forces that Albert endeavored to unite were gravity, as expounded by his general theory of relativity, and electromagnetism, as described by Maxwell's equations. At that time, these were the sole recognized fundamental forces. Two additional forces, the strong and weak nuclear forces, were subsequently discovered. Albert's objective was to discover a mathematical formula or a set of equations that could elucidate both gravity and electromagnetism. He firmly believed that this would yield a more profound comprehension of the universe and unveil the underlying harmony of nature. This was an exceedingly ambitious undertaking, fraught with numerous challenges. The theories of gravity and electromagnetism diverged significantly in their structure and concepts. They delineated distinct phenomena and operated on disparate scales. Bridging the chasm between them presented a formidable obstacle. Despite his utmost endeavors, Albert did not achieve success in finding a unified field theory. His ideas did not align with the experimental data, nor did they garner acceptance within the scientific community. Many physicists were veering towards a different trajectory, embracing quantum mechanics, a novel theory that appeared to better elucidate the behavior of atoms and particles compared to classical physics. Although Albert's quest for a unified field theory was unsuccessful, it was not a waste of time. It stimulated a lot of research and discussion. It pushed the boundaries of theoretical physics and opened up new avenues of investigation. It inspired many scientists to think about the unity of nature and the beauty of the universe. Even in his failure, Albert showed us the value of bold ideas, the importance of perseverance, and the power of the human mind. He showed us that science is a journey, not a destination, and that the search for truth is its own reward. In the next part, we will learn about Albert's final years, his legacy, and the impact he has had on our world. We will see how his ideas continue to inspire scientists and thinkers, and how his spirit lives on in the quest for knowledge and understanding. Part 3. Albert as a pacifist and activist. Albert Einstein, renowned for his scientific accomplishments, had a profound impact that extended well beyond the field of physics. During his later years, he emerged as a vocal proponent of peace, human rights, and social justice, leveraging his global fame to shed light on issues close to his heart. Throughout his life, Albert remained a committed pacifist, deeply affected by the devastation and suffering caused by World War I. He firmly believed that war was not a viable solution to international conflicts. In fact, he once stated, "Peace cannot be maintained through force. It can only be achieved through understanding." Albert actively participated in various peace organizations and consistently voiced his opposition to war and militarism. However, when World War II erupted, Albert faced a challenging dilemma. He was well aware of the Nazi regime's relentless pursuit of atomic weaponry and the potential consequences if they were successful. In 1939, Albert affixed his signature to a letter addressed to President Roosevelt, cautioning him about this imminent danger and urging support for atomic energy research in the United States. This letter played a pivotal role in the establishment of the Manhattan Project, which ultimately led to the development of the atomic bomb. Following the war, as the devastating power of atomic weapons became evident, Albert deeply regretted his involvement. He transformed into a staunch advocate for nuclear disarmament and the peaceful utilization of atomic energy. Collaborating with fellow scientists, he tirelessly worked to raise awareness about the perils associated with nuclear weapons and to foster international cooperation in the regulation of atomic energy. In addition to his dedication to peace, Albert was also a fervent champion of civil rights. He was appalled by the racial discrimination prevalent in the United States and utilized his influential voice to condemn it. Albert maintained close friendships with prominent black leaders and civil rights activists, such as Paul Robeson and W.E.B. Du Bois. Furthermore, he expressed support for the newly established State of Israel, viewing it as a sanctuary for Jews who had endured persecution in Europe. In his final years, Albert diligently pursued his scientific research while also dedicating considerable time to his social and political endeavors. His passing in 1955 left behind a profound heritage encompassing scientific breakthroughs, social activism, and humanist principles. In the following chapter, we will reflect on Albert's life and enduring legacy, observing the ongoing influence of his ideas on our contemporary world. We will delve into his lasting contributions to the field of science, his profound impact on society, and his embodiment as a symbol of human curiosity and creativity. Chapter 6. Albert Einstein's Legacy. Albert Einstein, beyond being an exceptional scientist, transcended his field to become an influential cultural figure. His legacy as a symbol of genius and creativity has persisted long after his passing. Instantly recognizable by his distinctive appearance, characterized by his unruly hair and expressive eyes, Einstein's image has been widely reproduced in various forms within popular culture. Einstein's ascent to fame can largely be attributed to his groundbreaking scientific contributions, most notably his general theory of relativity. The theory's confirmation in 1919 through the solar eclipse experiment garnered global attention and propelled Einstein into the spotlight. He was hailed as a scientific hero, celebrated for unlocking new secrets of the universe through his unparalleled genius. However, Einstein's fame extended beyond his scientific achievements. It was also a result of his personality, beliefs, and way of life. Known for his humility, sense of humor, and nonconformist attitudes, Einstein embodied values that resonated with many. He was a pacifist, a humanitarian, and a staunch advocate for civil rights. Regarded as a free thinker who challenged authority and followed his own path, Einstein became an emblematic figure. These qualities endeared Einstein to countless individuals, leading to his widespread popularity. His likeness was utilized in advertisements, cartoons, and films, while his profound quotes were shared and cherished. His life story was recounted in numerous books, documentaries, and biographies. Einstein became an emblem of the scientist as a creative thinker, a seeker of truth, and a servant of humanity. Even today, Einstein's influence in popular culture remains potent. He is frequently referenced in movies, TV shows, music, and literature. His theories continue to be explored in science fiction and speculative fiction. His image is utilized in art, design, and fashion. His ideas are taught in schools and debated in universities. The enduring popularity of Albert Einstein serves as a testament to the extraordinary combination of his scientific brilliance and humanist values. It demonstrates that our admiration extends beyond his intellectual prowess to encompass the depth of his character and compassion. We see in him a model of what it means to be a scientist and a human being. In the next part, we will explore Albert's legacy in the field of science. We will see how his theories have shaped our understanding of the universe, and how his spirit of curiosity and wonder continues to inspire scientists and researchers today. Albert Einstein's impact on our understanding of the universe is truly remarkable. His groundbreaking theories and ideas have completely transformed the field of physics and continue to shape scientific research today. One of Albert's most renowned contributions is the theory of relativity. This theory, consisting of the special theory of relativity and the general theory of relativity, revolutionized our understanding of space and time. Published in 1905, the special theory of relativity introduced the concept of space-time, revealing the interconnectedness of these two fundamental aspects of our universe. It also gave us the famous equation E mech 2, which demonstrates the incredible amount of energy that can be released from a small amount of matter. In 1915, Albert published the general theory of relativity, which provided a new understanding of gravity. This theory describes gravity as a curvature of space-time caused by mass and energy, replacing Newton's law of universal gravitation. Remarkably, the general theory of relativity accurately predicted phenomena such as the bending of light around massive objects, the precession of the perihelion of Mercury, and the existence of black holes and gravitational waves. These predictions have been confirmed through observations and experiments. In addition to his work on relativity, Albert also made significant contributions to the field of quantum mechanics. He introduced the concept of the photon, the particle of light, and explained the photoelectric effect, which occurs when electrons are emitted from a material upon exposure to light. These contributions earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. Albert Einstein's legacy in science is truly extraordinary. His theories and ideas have not only revolutionized our understanding of the universe, but have also paved the way for groundbreaking discoveries and advancements in various scientific fields. Albert's impact on science extends far beyond his own research. He played a pivotal role in the development of quantum mechanics by questioning its principles and sparking debates that ultimately led to a deeper understanding of the theory. His creativity, curiosity, and unwavering pursuit of knowledge inspired countless scientists and researchers. Today, his theories continue to shape our understanding of the universe, from the tiniest particles to the largest galaxies, and have led to numerous technological advancements. In the final section of this chapter, we'll explore the valuable lessons we can learn from Albert's life and work, including his spirit of inquiry, his willingness to challenge established ideas, and his dedication to peace and justice. Albert Einstein, a brilliant scientist and devoted humanitarian, went beyond the confines of the laboratory and lecture hall. His deep respect for all human life and unwavering belief in peaceful cooperation shaped his philosophies. Albert's humanitarian outlook was influenced by his experiences and observations of the world around him. Witnessing the devastating effects of World War I and II, as well as the emergence of nuclear weapons, deeply impacted him. He vehemently spoke out against the senseless violence of war and advocated for global disarmament. His famous quote, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones," reflects his fear of the destructive potential of nuclear weapons. In addition to his stance against war, Albert was a strong advocate for civil rights and racial equality. He openly condemned racism and segregation in the United States and actively supported the civil rights movement. His correspondence with influential leaders like W.E.B. Du Bois and Paul Robeson exemplifies his dedication to achieving racial justice. Albert also emphasized the importance of education and the pursuit of truth. He viewed science not only as a means to understand the universe, but also as a tool to foster critical thinking and curiosity. He encouraged young individuals to question everything and maintain a sense of wonder throughout their lives. On the global stage, Albert championed the concept of a united global community. He supported the United Nations and firmly believed that international cooperation was essential in addressing global issues such as war, poverty, and disease. He envisioned a world where nations worked together for the greater good, respecting the rights and freedoms of all individuals. Albert Einstein's legacy as a humanitarian is just as profound as his contributions to science. His unwavering commitment to promoting peace, equality, and education continues to inspire generations to strive for a better world. He viewed science not only as a means of comprehending the universe, but also as a catalyst for fostering critical thinking and curiosity. He urged young individuals to question everything and to never let go of their sense of awe. In the realm of global politics, Albert advocated for the concept of a united global community. He supported the United Nations and firmly believed that international collaboration was the solution to addressing worldwide issues such as war, poverty, and disease. He envisioned a world where nations work together for the greater good, while respecting the rights and freedoms of all individuals. Albert Einstein's impact as a humanitarian is just as profound as his contributions to science. His empathy, bravery, and dedication to peace and justice continue to inspire people worldwide. His life serves as a reminder that science and humanism can coexist harmoniously, and that the pursuit of knowledge should always be guided by a profound respect for all forms of life. As we come to the end of this story, we reflect on the remarkable life of Albert Einstein, an inquisitive child who grew into a respectful scientist, a symbol of culture, and a compassionate philanthropist. His journey showcases the influence of curiosity, the beauty of science, and the capacity within all of us to have a positive impact on the world.